test run to make sure that our audio is all working well and truly. Fingers crossed. So just going to check mic 1, mic 1, mic 2, mic 2. We've got mic 3, mic 3. Just testing. Seems to be okay at this stage. So we will be going live at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time tonight. We've got our special guest coming into the studio, Tony Topcic, Melbourne Knights' newly elected president as of last Thursday. We'll talk all things Melbourne Knights, football in Victoria, football in the Croatian community, and a whole range of other issues that no doubt many of you have probably discussed amongst your own network of friends and acquaintances. It has been quite a big couple of weeks, or at least a month, down there at the Melbourne Knights. So we hope to speak to Tony and get his perspective on how things have panned out and what is in store for the Knights going forward. Many of you may have been at the Dynamo Knights game yesterday, round 21 clash out there at Fox Street at Churchill Reserve. We'll be talking about the result. We'll be talking about player signings, coaching, pretty much everything. But we do have some questions that Rob and I have ready to go for Tony. But we encourage everybody, go onto our Facebook page at Podroom TV. Go onto our Instagram page. If you would like to send us an email, podroomtv@gmail.com. Send us in your questions. If you've got any particular questions you want us to ask Tony, it's well and truly open mic for everybody. And also, if you would like, and I encourage this strongly to anybody because it can only enhance the show itself, if you would like a link to be able to directly log into the studio and have your face up there and your microphone working, you can do it via your mobile, you can do it via your laptop, via your iPad. Either way, send us the email via the email, so podroomtv@gmail.com, and we will send you the link. And then at some point throughout the broadcast, we'll be able to flick you on, and you can ask away. Whether you've got questions for Rob and myself or you've got a question directly for Tony, by all means, flick it on. We're happy to look at everything and listen to everybody's opinion. That's what we're here for. We may agree, we may disagree. You may have one perspective, our guest and ourselves may have a different perspective, even a third opinion. By all means, just log in. But hopefully this is all working and you can hear me clearly enough, and the picture is hopefully clear as well. Apologies to those that have issues with the Ojusko signs not lining up. We had some people said that they were a little bit triggered by it. Now, you can't see the whole bar. You can only see the top of the first lot of crates. But there were some people saying they were getting twitches, etc., by looking at the unevenness of the Ojusko and Osieczko crates that are making up that particular bar. But I can already see there's about 9 people online already. And I can see that 9 of them, 8 of them on Facebook. 1 is on the YouTube page. So it looks like, fingers crossed, when I wrap up this little test, we will see. It's hopefully, because I did upgrade the system that we are using, we are hopefully now also live on Facebook for anybody who wants to watch via that particular channel. As you can see, we've got 2 cameras now. We've got the one camera which captures pretty much the 2 hosts and our guest, but then also I can also toggle and we can have one camera focused solely on our guest, who will be in the red seat, the hot seat, whatever you want to call it. It'll be very, very interesting. There's a lot of interest over the last couple of weeks since we have announced Tony as our guest. And yesterday, the buzz around St Albans also was a lot of people are anticipating this show. We hope not to disappoint. Rob will be joining me, so he's finishing work. I'm okay. I'm unemployed, so I've got all day to muck around. But we were down at the St Albans Dynamo Zagreb camp academy that was on today, and there was a fair few people, kids from across our clubs in not only Victoria. So I saw kids from Knights, I saw kids from North Geelong, Dandy City potentially as well, but there were also kids from interstate. We had a boy from WA, young Tomic, and we had young Škornjak from South Australia as well. So it's captured the imagination of a fair few people. But again, it shows you that soccer is well and truly thriving in our community. We're going to discuss that tonight. But if you can, on the Facebook feed, give us a thumbs up. Let us know if the audio is good. I'll just double check that mic as well over here. You can see here, we've gone all technological. I've got a audio input mixer or whatever you want to call it, and I can see that the microphones are picking something up. We just got to make sure that you guys that are listening in are able to hear it as well. But I won't give too much away. I have pre-recorded a song. It's not the best vocals that I've ever put to a track. The words, I think, are pretty good, and the backing track's pretty good. It's my vocals are absolutely terrible. I was going to get Spolge to sing it, but then I go, you know what, probably didn't have time with everything that's going on. So we have, I've recorded it. We'll see. I'll decide how I feel by the end of the show, whether or not I'll flick one on. But it's probably give you some memories of the old Night Train and what Spolge and I used to do, and release a couple of songs there just for your entertainment and hopefully to inspire some people as well. So it is dedicated to the Melbourne Knights, and the show tonight is dedicated to the Melbourne Knights. The song is also dedicated to the club where I grew up, Spolge grew up, Tony, who will be our guest, and many, many others that will be tuning in, spent much of their youth, be it at Olympic Park or Cross Keys or Fairbairn Park or Summer Street, at the Croatian Sports Centre, or at Knight Stadium, Tomset Stadium. Feel free to tune in, ask away. We're here. We want to hear from you. Don't want to just hear us two droning at the guest. We want to hear, if you've got something on your mind, feel free to let us know. We'll log you in and we are good to go. But fingers crossed. Now I can already see some people even watching this test, which is very, very encouraging for us. And also thank you to everybody that's reached out, whether it was via email, via Instagram, via in person, when we've been chatting with people from across Australia, across the world. You know, like I said last week, we've got people from Chicago, people from Los Angeles who have been reaching out to us, people from all over Europe, obviously back home in Croatia, and people from interstate here as well. So it's been a really, really positive response. And we'll do what we can to keep you guys entertained and hopefully informed. And like we said, the whole purpose of the show is to discuss issues in our community, good, bad, or indifferent, and see if there is something that we can collectively come together with and sort through if we need to improve on or possibly learn from each other. Because the only way forward is if we collaborate with each other, we talk to each other as clubs, as individuals, as društva and whatever else, so that we can really get to the crux of what needs to be done so that everybody wins. So it's not just siloed and everyone's in their own little pockets of Melbourne or Sydney or Adelaide, Perth, etc. We work together, we learn from each other. And tonight, hopefully, with Melbourne Knights president coming in, we'll learn about what their aims are in terms of re-engaging, I suppose, the Croatian community of Melbourne, and from a broader perspective, back at the Melbourne Knights, where they are in a bit of a struggle at the moment on the field. So they are potentially facing relegation. The result didn't go their way yesterday, but, you know, if everyone gets behind them, regardless if they're MPL, VPL, State League, it doesn't matter. It's still our club. We still need to get down there and do what we possibly can to help them out in these particular circumstances, which are a little bit extraordinary, as was shown by the extraordinary general meeting that was held only not too long ago. Once again, I'll let you go. Just wanted to double check that. I'm going to go back, have a listen, have a look, and fingers crossed, everything's working. Spolge will be here soon. Tony will come a little bit earlier as well, so we can have a bit of a chat about what's on the agenda. But by all means, log in. Fingers crossed that Facebook is working too, because a lot of people prefer, I can already see on the 21 or so that are watching this, there's 19 out of the 21 are watching via Facebook. So hopefully that's working well. And I think it's also, I've got it down for Instagram, but I think it's limited for 30 days that I won't be able to go. We won't be able to go live on Instagram, but either way, we look forward to seeing you in, what is it now, 2.5 hours or so, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, Podroom TV, our real first official episode with Tony Topčić from the Melbourne Knights, possibly some other guests. I'm just waiting on one guest who I texted earlier who did ask for a link when we chatted at the Dinamo Sponsors lunch yesterday. So, Auntie, if you are listening, you know who you are. Flick us through your email address. Otherwise, I'll flick you through the link on your mobile, and you'll be able to log in from your phone and have a say, like you said you're hoping to do. Thanks, everyone, and we look forward to speaking to you all tonight. So we'll